Good morning, preppers.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right. Welcome to our next edition of Goshen Prepping. I'm excited about this because you know what? If you could actually accuse Ashley and I of anything, in fact, our whole family we are bookaholics.
We are. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, we would say bad if it were really a bad thing, but it's kind of like hoarders, but in a good way. It's kind of like I hoard money.
We have books in every genre.
I hoard corned beef hash. No, we hoard books.
We do.
We have so many of them. And so as the snow starts flying and you're looking for that winter read, something to basically keep your time this winter, we decided to go ahead and pick our top 5 books, for this winter anyway, that you might want to pick up and just start reading through.
Yeah, there's so many good things that you can get off these books.
Yeah, so here they are. And by the way, all of these will be linked below too, so you can click on them and pick them up yourself if you like. But here we go, the top 5, here like this. Top 5 books you'll want to pick up for this winter for good winter reading, so you can be prepared.
For everything.
Number 1, the ultimate guide to self-reliant living. Now, I'll be honest with you. We are preppers, but we're also kind of like homesteaders too. Homesteaders would laugh at us because we're not like the most amazing homesteaders, but we do love
We dabble in everything.
Yeah, we do everything, exactly. So self-reliance is a huge thing for me. And we're not there, but remember this whole thing about prepping is not a destination, it's a journey.
Yes.
You're always working on it. So this is a great book to help you on that journey.
Exactly.
And look it's thick.
It's very
so
long.
you know it's worth some money, okay? So it has all kinds of stuff from foraging to hunting. We saw the pictures on there.
This is just a weekend read,
Yeah, exactly. Just a couple days. It really goes through, and what I like about it, it actually really shows pictures and talks about certain things, talk about different types of plants, and even has recipes. It's always funny to have recipes in them. Storing pantries, how to store stuff. It's a great book. It has a little bit of everything in it. So it's really good, not only reference, because if crap hits the fan this winter, which it might, you never know, you'll have this in hand to help you be more self-reliant, because when the grocery stores empty out and there's no more hospitals and stuff, self-reliance is what you're going to have to do.
Exactly.
All right, so there's my number 1 pick, Ash. What do you have?
My number 1 is edible wild plants. I really feel like these are the Peterson field guides. We have probably a dozen different ones for every area, and they do have pictures, and this one is well loved, and it's also, we've taken it outside many times and it's gotten rain damage from it, but you can pick anything and it tells you where it is, what it looks like, and you can get them for different regions. Of course, we have ours for Eastern Central North America, but they have them everywhere. I think they're the best books because they just break down everything for you. It's amazing.
Yeah, and foraging is a huge thing for us. It's kind of like homesteading for us. Are we homesteaders? Probably,
yeah.
But most homesteaders would laugh at us. But we love foraging.
Foraging is
Are we
really
great foragers?
No.
No. Real big foragers would laugh at us. But we're learning, and we love to learn about this.
It is. And you just, things in your backyard.
See those colored pictures?
Yeah, some of the colored pictures. Some of it's just,
show them.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I like the colored pictures because it can help. But there's also, it's just, even trees. Like, it tells you which trees to have. And it's just amazing. I love this book.
What's amazing to me is we went from coming here to, years ago, to not knowing how to do anything foraging and stuff, and using books like this, we've been able to tap into a lot of the stuff that nature provides for us.
Exactly.
It's really cool.
It's been really fun.
All right, so edible wild plants.
Yep.
All right, now we have the prepping side, we have the homesteading side. Let's go to the prepping side. I love this book. And there's actually a lot of different types of books out there like this one, the Survival Handbook. But this one I love because it has all kinds of bushcraft, campcraft, what to do when you're basically hiking on trails in the wilderness, extreme survival. And, there's a lot of these books, it's like from DK.
Yeah.
DK is kind of like...
It's an interesting company.
Yeah, sometimes they have really good stuff, and sometimes it's just fluff.
It is.
This one's not fluff. This one's great. This one actually has basically everything about hiking on foot.
It breaks it down. I think that's what's so nice about it. Even somebody who doesn't know anything about it, it really breaks it down for you.
It's a great book. It has a little bit of everything in there too, like the other one, but this is more on survival. So maybe this is for your bug out bag.
It's a pretty big book, but yes.
But yeah, you'll need it. So throw stuff out of your bug out bag like extra underwear and put this in there instead.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Survival Handbook from DK. Again, DK books, in my opinion, they're cool. There's some kinds of fluffy. But this is not fluffy. This is living inside a
That's
leaf.
practical. Yeah.
I don't know. This is beautiful.
Preparing other animals.
I love this book.
I mean, it has everything. All right, the next one is Herbal.
Herbal
Antibiotics. This one's good. I like this one as well because it takes like any herb, like marshmallow root, and it gives you what it's good for, what you can use it for, and it breaks it down. So,
and how to use the marshmallow root. In other words, do you just cook it? Do you take the leaves out, etc.?
Yeah, it breaks everything down for you. Like green tea, it just tells you where you can find it, where it's at, what it's good for, everything.
Now, let me tell you, as a physician who no longer practices anymore, antibiotics are the key.
Yeah.
Because I'm not at all. I used to be big into drugs. That sounds so bad, doesn't it? I used to be big into drugs. No, as a physician, I heavily depended on pharmaceuticals.
Yes.
But not anymore.
Yeah, and the last 5 years have really changed us. Yeah.
So herbal antibiotics have actually changed mankind.
It has.
They've literally saved, the percentage of quality of life has gone up because of this. So don't want to fall into the thing of getting antibiotics, I'm with you. But when crap hits the fan, you may not be able to get any anyway.
Yeah.
So herbal antibiotics is great because it actually help you try to get through some different types of ailments.
Yes.
And it honestly, I'm not going to say some of these will actually work as well as certain antibiotics because antibiotics is like a revolutionary breakthrough thing. But you know what? If you don't have any antibiotics, this would be like something you definitely
And they say they're all completely vegan friendly. So if you're worried about that, and they have lots of recipes in there too. So that's always great.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
It's a good book to have. I would get it.
Okay, finally, number 5, and I've talked about this book many times on Goshen Prepping, and I am in love with this book. And I'm in love, I'll have to admit, I'm in love with the author too.
They're very sweet.
So we met Dr. Alton, Dr. Bones, and Nurse Amy, okay, down in at the expo in Tennessee.
Yes.
And
we sat down with them for quite a bit. So.
Yeah, it's the the Survival Medicine Handbook. I'm laughing because they call themselves the Doom and Bloom Medical Guide. The Survival Medicine Handbook. Now, let me tell you, I know medicine well, and if I could sit down and say, you know what, I want to write a book on what to do when crap hits the fan, this would be it. It's amazing because once I saw this book, I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm never writing a book.
That went out the window.
Again, look at the thickness of it.
He took so much time and energy into that.
It's incredible what he put through here. And of course, I even have bookmarks in there. But this is incredible. And, you know, actually talking with him, what's amazing is he said, you know, if you find a younger physician, they would never write this book because, you know, if you actually follow some of these instructions in here, you could actually get in big trouble for practicing medicine without a license, and he can get in trouble for telling you to do it. But he's not telling you to do it. What he's saying is, if there's no more doctors, no more EMTs, no more nurses, no more hospitals, none of those things.
This is your last ditch effort for something.
You are the medical provider now for your family, and this is going to be the book to help you be that medical provider.
He's got you covered.
So I'll be honest with you. Out of all the books I own, all of them, especially these 5, which we really love, I would recommend this one the highest. If you don't have this book, this should be the next one on your list. Now, this is not nice winter reading.
No, it's not. But it honestly, it is. If
Normal sailings and dating solution. Actually, that's a really good one, by the way.
It literally has everything in it.
Blizzard survival.
If you really need a doctor and you don't have it, this is the perfect book for it.
But I'll warn, just like you did, if you really need a doctor, and there are no doctors.
No, there is no doctors.
Yeah, we're not saying, yeah, there's one down the street, but I'm just going to use the book instead. That's called liability. No, we're not saying that at all.
The last ditch effort.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, this is your book.
Exactly.
So, again, we talked about this book many times. I'm in love with this book. But anyways, I look forward to meeting Dr. Alton again in the future, or Dr. Bones as he goes by, which is fun. So, guys, there we go. There's our 5 top books that we're looking at for this winter. Who knows, maybe springtime we'll come up with 5 more, because we definitely have
a lot.
We have bookcases of books. It's ridiculous. So I want to ask you, what would you add to the list? I mean, we're not talking about just general run-of-the-mill books. We're talking about the books to have this winter.
What are your top 5 books?
Yeah, we want to know. So put those in the comments below. And again, in the description below is a link if you want to pick any of these up. Okay, we good?
All right. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. We'll see you next time.